Hey everybody. I hope everyone's toasty, safe, warm. Truly. It is interesting conditions. But you know what? I've seen some amazing community. Love to see it. Thank you so much for hitting the like button on your way in. By the way, my name is Gabrielle, and welcome to I Espy with my Shamanic Eye. All right. Ooh, on the 222. Yeah. Hope you're enjoying the snow day. Ooh. Crick, 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 crick. That's awesome. Just a little bit. Just a touch. Okay. So someone could be wanting to be in your presence, people. Like they want to share the love. Simply look like, see the touch, see the extension. Right. If you need help, reach out. If someone's on your mind and you're being instructed to be of service to them, see, let love. Seek, release. That could be a couple different things. Oh yeah, it's Arctic. Wow. Well-deserved reward, strengthening bonds. Okay, so simply, I don't want to go deep into that. We adults, if you would like to do what grown folks do with someone who's your soulmate, so to speak, you know, that's your business. But I'm seeing it in the cards. Some people may have some fears and apprehensions surrounded by intimacies or in that department. That could be healing. Okay. All right. Thank you, Holy Spirit. What messages? Oh, trust. That is a key component into what I just touched on ever so gently. Okay. I don't want to be explicit or anything like that this early in the reading, or actually really ever. Um, but here we are. I'm seeing brand new beginnings. I saw Master on the bottom of the deck there. Okay. And so I feel like, yeah, see all the orbs, fiery energy? You've mastered your emotions. But I also feel part of that process for a great deal of folks comes down to it's the emotional control. It's not necessarily the physical intimacies, but people, you know what I mean? Like the word manipulation comes to mind. So we have solar plexus here, and then we have control. See what I mean? And so whatever you saw as how people were controlling you, that is the realms in which you have been extraordinarily masterful in. Like, right. both to raise your vibration, but also to harness your personal power. In ancient marital ceremonies, right? The binding ritual, where they lay the cloth and they tie the knot, that's where that comes from. It's elevated love. There's a divine commitment here. This is both very, it feels spiritual more than 3D, but there is a translation here. You've been committed to your ascension, to your spiritual journey, um, to elevating, to clearing. I'm getting very strong energy of like solar plexus, heart chakra. Yeah. It makes me feel like there's a reward coming for this commitment. Because there's an aspect of personal sacrifice, self sacrifice, that has been invoked, but may not be necessary, at least long term. Okay. It's making me feel as though it was necessary potentially to get you through challenging times or for incoming challenging times, depending, okay? Closing out that cycle. Embrace world card energy. It was something about you being able to tap in to the interconnectedness of the cosmic forces, right? Very heart centric. But a lot of times there are things that are blocking or shielding our capacity to go further. And unfortunately, if you're in an unhealthy relationship, or if you were, it was really clogging the pathways. Know thyself. Trust thyself is coming up. I really do see this dawning of a new day. I also see the energy of the healed inner child here. Like there were critical lessons with that journal. You journal your journey, right? Areas that needed to be strengthened between a child and their father. Again, it's giving very spiritual energy. Or even to heal a father wound that was experienced on earth, but is transmutated into something that is a divine love between a father and a child, if you catch my meaning. Yeah. Here we have sadness and isolation. It really feels like this period that you were in, the cycle you were in, it really was to fortify your etheric body, to allow you to sit with yourself, to ascend through the murkiness. Very much reconnecting to purpose, to drive, and now the reconnection to your passion. Right. You really have been in this energy of being cloaked, but for your own healing. You've achieved a level of peace, like a sacred surrender. Again, this not, right. So I feel I'm talking to people, whether you voluntarily became abstinent, celibate, or if inadvertently, whether you just had responsibilities and children and you might have wanted to, but it just didn't happen. And so, regardless, the process was very similar. And maybe the initial intention wasn't there, but it became a part of it, the awareness aspect, the benefit of it, if you will. Oh, excuse me. Again, whatever was clogging, whatever was blocking, preventing you from seeing with your mind's eye, connecting to the divine. This is not about macro. As much as this is spiritual, it's not. Look at the numbers here, okay? We have 3 twice. We have 6 twice. We have 2 twice. So for me, when I see double digits opposed to triple, it's inner work opposed to they're leaving you breadcrumbs or leaving you clues. I feel very much the classical angel numbers, if you will, correlate more to direction, course. Are you paying attention? And then even with the 4-digit numbers, that is more specific, personalized messages, because I find it much more unlikely to see repeating patterns in numbers that are non-sequential or repetitive. Right. I just saw confront. Look, strengthening bonds, healing begins. That's the thing. I'm hearing that song, Me, Myself, and I is all I have in the end. Found out I'm my own best friend. I know a lot of times, especially in our early part of life, we outsource our emotional responsibility to our friends, our family, you know, whether they're with us or not, meaning we can cast blame. We're not necessarily wanting to be accountable. But this process here feels much more like taking stock. They're bringing that movie, Defending Your Life, but before you have to defend your life, maybe some of you experience what they call like a quarter life crisis or even a midlife crisis, something that may, or even for some, a Saturn return, where you had to just kind of go, hold on, wait, you know. But for so many of this, so many of us who are on this journey, you know, we had to reconnect to our spiritual support. We had to find the truth, not what people, you know what I mean? It's like the coming together of of mortals really to, oh, it means this, it means that. No, it's reconnecting with the divine, reconnecting with source. And now look, 7-7. Breathe. Now look, see what I mean? Path, awakening, communication, removing. It very much feels like shields, but not placed there by you. And this very much vibration of trust the process that you have been in. Full activation of your light body. You're moving on from a passive position of self-discovery into a prime leadership role. Don't be alarmed, but a few of you will be called to physically relocate to do this work, whatever this is. You're about to be given like a sneak peek into something that I find will help motivate you and to allow this process. It's actually going to invigorate you. But the message here is that you are coming out of this isolated timeline, which was there for you to strengthen your bond with Source, with the Holy Spirit, with Christ, however you want to word it. You're really about to pop out. Yeah, and there's new vitality. Look, 1-1. Releasing of the old, very much giving caterpillar into butterfly. So the butterfly season feels, just from a biological perspective, from, you know, to stay in the caterpillar stage is much longer. You know, when it goes into the chrysalis, the transformation, the butterfly has a very particular task. So you're about to be focused in a way that maybe you've never been focused before, driven in a way that maybe you have not been driven before. Especially for those who've been wondering what it is that you're here to do, that answer arrives sooner than you think. Yeah. Definitely ready to step out of the shadows. And then dedicated effort. Whatever it is, like I said, it's a heart song thing. I don't feel like you will be on your own for this, for some of you. Like, even if you're not with a particular person at this moment, I get community. You might be the starting point of something, but I don't feel like you'll have to do it all alone. If there's just this energy of light being shown onto what it is you've either already been crafting and creating, or this masterpiece that wants to come through you. And for some of you, I don't even feel as though you have to do too much. I see trust, control. Like someone, something, they trust you to be in control. That's why I said this is leadership. Whatever it is I feel like you've in the background just working on yourself, but just working on something that is very much beneficial to mankind. You may not even be on that type of thinking, but it is. See? Open up. There's the energy of clear sight here. Of what should be created. Like it's creatrix energy. Divine feminine energy. Like a cosmic divine feminine energy. Again, this feels very much like that sneak peek you're going to get. You can be trusted. There's a helmet, a golden helmet. It's not a crown. That means this information, this very holy information, they feel like you can be trusted with it. Look, reach out. There's moving on yet again, but then there's lead. This feels like a download. Look, this is not about gender. This is about wholeness. One, there's 14, but there's 4, okay? Clarity of belief, share the love, shine. For some of you, this is the complete harmonized balance of your yin and yang energy. Like that perfect cocktail, that perfect blend. There's a rawness, a purity here. Yeah, I can't. In every which way, I am seeing this leadership, entrusting, guidance. There's something about the energy where you have it to make it happen, to unify, to bring together, to teach this process. And more people are seeking this level of wisdom, this sort of, they're giving me the word natural. Natural. There's giving and receiving, and there's nurture. See? Ooh. There's a lot of divine support behind this, behind you. Side note, put those down. If you are tired of this illusion of these weird storms and geoengineering, snap your fingers, right? And be done with the illusion. Okay? It's the best way I can put it. I'm gonna be real. I'd usually do my part, but I wanted to see what would be if I just allowed. And it's like, oh, y'all still drinking Kool-Aid, huh? Stop drinking Kool-Aid. Especially their Kool-Aid. Okay, back to business. Ooh. Breaking free from the chains of bondage, no matter what they will be to you. This makes me feel this energy. It's so funny because it's blue, right? They're playing Listen to Your Heart. And so whatever was binding someone, holding them back, whatever they were allowing, they're finally not utilizing something, someone to be the reason they ignore their heart. Freedom of movement, as I say that, believe and succeed. See the boat, direction, also third eye. Some people could be freeing themselves from, we'll just say, patterned and taught belief systems. Cute. For some of you, there was a parting of ways. Where's that love card? I just seen it. Thank you. It's the Lover's card in traditional tarot. But see here, there's like a road, and then there's these vines or plants that are intersecting pretty consistently. Sometimes there's a slightly larger gap, but there's always this coming together, this intersecting back and forth, you know. But things only sprout, is what it looks like here. And it makes me feel like something that should have grown, something that should have been nurtured. It's like a release. See, moving on. There is someone looking for you. But they really are. I just saw the listen card. They actively are listening to their heart, finally. I feel like it also has something to do with what you said to them at a point in time. The purple cape that this guy has on makes me feel like an air of responsibility. You know, purple is royal, okay? Very difficult. What was that? Spread your wings, all right? I also feel the energy of someone quite afraid of the depths of their feelings. As the moving on card, there's the walk along the beach. There's the ocean. Big body of water, big emotions, big feelings. Afraid of that. Because this win or lose energy, right, makes me feel like this intersecting. That as long as like the door's open, they can always come back, reunite, but it doesn't go anywhere. And instead of like tempting what they felt was fate, is what I'm getting. Because what if it fizzles? What if it's this? But one of you, I really do feel like release the other. Yeah. This person lacked faith in your connection with believe and succeed. Moving on, afraid to truly open up their heart, trying to control their emotions. But one of you has only felt this sort of emotional exchange when you come together with share the love here and the way you fit together. You're created one for the other. You might have known that. Again, there's that reference to that butterfly. When they come out of that chrysalis, the objective is to find a mate, procreate. Do you understand? And for some of you, that could be create a company, a child, a family, whatever it is. But it is to come together and create. Yeah. For some of you, this is a partnership, a divine partnership. Um, but you really were created one for the other. And instead of daydreaming and fantasizing about a decision, actually moving away and out of analysis paralysis is what that feels like. And cutting it right back to listen. I told you, look. I'm seeing the energy of this person wanting to reach out. And let's just take a peek. Immediately, harmony, third eye. Both of those numbers are 6. Soulmate connection energy, their spiritual union. It makes me feel like there may have already been some sort of psychic attempt to communicate. It's been a challenge and an obstacle preventing this. Awareness, see? And then their spiritual union. At a time, you were open to receiving communication from this individual. But whichever one of you walked away, heartache and loss, right? So you felt some kind of way about the spiritual union being where it is. You close the communication between the two. Absolutely. You learned a thing or two about a thing or two. This person never thought you would sacrifice this connection. I'm just telling you now. They didn't. All right, what would they say? They said you can't quit them. Sacrifices came out in the block position. You can't quit them. I told y'all was created for each other. They said you can't quit them. They understand why you pulled back from them. Yeah, emotional withdrawal. They get it, cause right, they was afraid of their feelings, and so you was like, it's cool, it's cool. Oh yeah, that's exactly it. This person also wants to let you know that they are single. I don't think you care. That's the Nine of Pentacles. They are independent. They are self-reliant. And I really do the way the hands are out. They want to share their material harvest with you. They don't share with people. I'm getting real stingy like energy. Name my business. Just tell me what I'm seeing. What else would they like to say to the collective? It doesn't matter what they have gained in the 3D. You not being there with them is a type of, it put them in a downward spiral is really what I'm getting. Like, it's a feeling they've never felt before. And then for you to have closed the door to the ability to have these psychic communications with one another, with intuition being here. Okay. Look at this. They recognize this, the power, the spiritual strength, the not placating their ego. There's respect here is really what I feel. Somebody went through a transformation. I also feel as though a seed that was planted, right? Hope is here. Anyway, I'm not going to say that. This person hopes they have gone through and been humbled enough on their own progression. Because this is an ego death with this power card here. Like, they hope it's enough. That they're enough. Like somebody's definitely seeing the light in some capacity. If you give them a chance, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you, if they could speak to you, what would they tell you? So I have rejoice and celebration, partnerships and alliances, and then conflict and defeat. This is someone who I'm going to say influential, popular, very well known. In some respect, some walk of life. I'm hearing ain't no sunshine when she's gone. That's funny because the sun card is right there. Um, They would rather start from square one with you. It's like I don't fully want to feel this person's emotions, so I'm doing my best to like translate, because this is more, even though this is the psychic deck here, this is the emotions, but their emotions are very heavy, like the mind and the heart are like going back and forth. And so words aren't even enough. It's like this person would spend their last breath trying to make you happy if you gave them a chance to be in a partnership with you, an alliance with you. There's the energy of them wanting to be like beyond 10 toes down, like they feel like they have something to prove. And I mean, technically they do, but it's a big deal. There has been a transformation in this person. The ego dying is no small thing. I'm hearing Alicia Keys, If I Don't Have You. Like, it don't. None of it means anything to them at this point because they don't have you. Throat chakra. Like, they would. This person's at this point where they would rather struggle with you than be by themselves thriving without you. Base chakra. This person, listen, I don't know y'all business, but there is a red candle at the bottom of this stairwell here. So I don't know if somebody burning red candles on you in their basement trying to lure you back in. Come back to me. I'm begging you, please. No, for real. Look. Firm foundation. They're trying to generate some sort of energy in that department. I don't know if they need courage, positive movement for forward, firm foundation. And they're like, yeah, triumphant success. You're quite spiritually strong, okay? They're also trying to construct some sort of way in which y'all run into each other. I don't know if somebody had an addiction. I'm getting that here. Maybe they was just really used to getting a lot of attention. If you read between the lines on that, I'm hearing we listen and we don't judge. I don't know about that. But there was something that this person was really mentally conflicted about. Oh yeah. I mean, you might. Oh, that's confirmation. So, you saw this person's true self, by the way, and that really boggled them. And for some of you who make content, life coach, self help, something like that, this person has actually learned quite a bit from listening. All right, what else do we need to know about the situation here? Suffering in silence. You know, if this is someone who definitely needed to go lay on somebody's couch and they never took acts to actually get themselves into some form of therapy, someone to listen to them, someone to help heal their emotions, even validate their emotions. There was some sort of heartache and loss that they experienced that kind of amplify a lot of their choices in life. Mm, mm. whatever it was like a gut punch, and they didn't recover from it. Suffering in silence, accelerated motion, heartache. This is like the Three of Swords, so it's like original wounding. Like this could be a childhood wound. Remember, we started this live dealing with father wounds. But all of this I'm seeing was very much a part of someone's destiny. This tower, this disruption, this restriction, this heartache, this loss, all of these things, even the solitude, the suffering, all of it was a part of it. All part of their, we'll just say, process of taming their ego, of gaining self-control. This is very much a part of the deal. Partnerships and alliances, passion ignited. Now that this has been dealt with, therapy, whoever this person is, you, them, doesn't matter to me. The inner work that you've done, right? Having, and for some of you, this really does give paid friend, like a listening ear, wise counsel with this purple pendant on the heart. You know what I mean? Someone who has not just intelligence, but also emotional intelligence. Someone helped another grapple and step into their power, reclaim their personal power through this shadow work, intense shadow work. Yeah. Now, I just saw that there are, let's pick these up properly, some folks who are a little jealous, a little envious of your growth, people. But hey, I think that just comes with the territory, right? Thank you, Holy Spirit. What other messages do you have for the collective at this time? I'm hearing God favor me. Thank you. I know that's right. Well, I know, wait. I'm hearing a battle between the ED and the S. No, it's God favors, like continuously, not being shunned, but someone who might have had God's favor has lost it, because I literally said like past tense, and then they got on me and was like, it's continuous. I was like, okay, like, right. And so there is someone out there. Oh, I don't wish that on my worst enemy, to have the Lord turn their back. Lord. Okay. Take the lead, joy and stability, and love abounds. Okay. Confronts on the bottom. So, wow, they're bringing up this Gretzky quote that was on my tea bag. It said, "You miss 100% of the shots you don't take." Take the lead, joy and stability, love abounds. Right. So some of you are passionate about something or another, or you're really talented about something or another. And I feel like it's a means for you to create more happiness, more joy, more stability in your life by simply focusing on creating what it is that you love to do. There's for some of you, it is your spiritual gifts and talents. You got to start somewhere. Okay, love begins is like in this weird juxtaposed position, like it's catty corner. You got to start somewhere. Like you're already pouring your emotion and love into something. Get it going. Okay. Look at this. 4114. You can look up that angel number. Again, I already explained earlier in this live that, and there's intuition. See, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. If you want the personal message that comes along with that, okay. And look, there's two more. Firm foundation and discontent and boredom is underneath, and there's the universe. They're making you uncomfortable on purpose, meaning universal energies to get you in gear. Okay, you didn't just hit a wall. It's a reason that things are, I'm hearing, drying up the way they are. Okay, you're in the middle of literally creating something. There's something, I'm looking at memories of love. There is definitely something that you used to love to do. For some of you, I feel like when you were by yourself, you spent a lot of times penning down your ideas, your thoughts, your dreams, your aspirations, the things that you went through and all of that. Like maybe it's time to get back to you penning your pearls of wisdom, the enlightenment gained. But yeah, moving on just showed it. So there's no point in racking your brain. I just told you why things are moving funny. Yeah, it's not going to be as harmonious as you think it is. They want you to get out of your own way with trapped in fear. For some of you, you are dimming your own light in some capacity. But I see material and spiritual prosperity. I see patience and planning. And I see conflict and defeat. But that is the equivalent of the Five of Swords. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Right. And so for some, you might be experiencing or about to experience like a wiping away, a cleaning of the slate. Like they're about to unclutter your life so you could focus on whatever this is, to get this creative process, you know, bouncing for you. Yeah, so things are a little out of order. There also seems to be this like things are a little, they're not in numerical order. There's a countdown, and then it's like a speed up, and then it's like, okay, wait, what? Right. It's something with these columns. Maybe you should write columns. I don't know, but there's two here, there's two here. Pillars, columns, something like that. Maybe it's philosophy. It's been a while since we've had a great philosopher. Yeah, and so if you've been, it's funny because I do feel like for some of you, there are people in your life, even at the periphery, people you used to keep in touch with. Most of them appear like they're moving up pretty seamlessly, like without too much trouble. But it's like you find yourself like having a difficult time ascending the stairs of I'm getting success. But that's because if you're not where you should be, they're not going to allow you to in the wrong direction when I keep seeing things like destiny at play here. For some of you, this really, like, you have a book you need to write. Get to writing. For some, it's, I don't know what the subject matter is, but you do. You do. Mm-hmm. Look, whatever's going to happen going forward is because you create it, you birth it. Fertility, prosperity begins. For some of you, this actually is a tangible child. For others, this is just something you're going to tangibly produce. Okay? And I feel like a lot of it, look, crown chakra, positive movement forward, wisdom. This is all based on what you're going to do and how you're going to do it in the timely manner that you're going to do it. Otherwise, it takes however long it takes. But I feel like energetically speaking, you are balanced. You are ready to start whatever this is, to do whatever this is, and you are being highly encouraged to proceed and start. You got to start somewhere. But I also feel like would take the lead. It's like just a little bit. It's going to grow because the energy, right? The intention is there. It's going to be very clear that whatever this is a passion project, that it's a labor of love. Even though that's a heart, and I know it's given reflection, but the front of this, it's like, it looks like a boat. And it also feels like this is the beginning of your ships coming in, because like what you put out is what you get back. And this feels very much like the beginning of that process, of that experience. And then I see fulfillment of wishes here. Look, listen. For some, positive affirmations, motivational things will help you get a move on, okay? One step at a time. That's all it takes. One foot in front of the other. I feel like procrastination, don't get overwhelmed with just breathe showing up. Yeah, they trying to talk to you. That message, right? Messages. Just breathe. But I also feel like it's going to pour out of you with every breath. You're going to feel. Look, there's shine. Woo! God favors me. Look, heart chakra, reach out. Your spirit team is right there, ready and able. Hoping you reach out. Ask for the assistance. They love the crown chakra, love. They love when you reach out. They hoping. They like, oh. They got a whole new world they want to expose you to. Look, success and growth. We interact with spirits of our highest and greatest good. And I mean that in such a way where it's not always that those spirits themselves are, but they serve mine. Anyway, I had a little revelation earlier, sidebar, because I get a lot of different energies that stop through, reveal themselves, and I'd be like, cool. But like I put out the information, but it doesn't stop me from going, well, that was odd. What was the purpose? And there's like this bigger thing that oscillates in now and again. We've touched on loyalties, oaths, pledges, all of these things. And, and I've done some extensive research into like the different pantheons. And sometimes I'll be like, Spirit, why are we doing this? Because, I know who I serve. but there's a purpose to it. And slowly but surely, like the tumblers in that lock are like boom, boom, boom. I'm like, oh, so patience, right? Big, big, big neon lights, patience. And then bigger neon light, listen. Because the information will come in many forms from many places. I've had that experience. It's quite dope. Throat chakra. Yes, baby. Speak. But I do feel like your words are very much aligned with the divine. This is the energy of a channeler, of a medium, throat chakra, crown chakra, higher realms. Look, there it is. See the embrace? Like you're tapped into the all. They're funny. Boy, they be watching. Some of y'all have a lot of spiritual beings paying very close attention to you. A lot of support from them. I very much get for some of you who are in mediumship, they line up. They're funny. They're giving me that scene from Ghost when Whoopi finally became a real psychic. And they was like, she was exhausted. She was very much giving Sylvia Brown, like, oh my God, do they ever shut up? No, they don't. But you learn how to work it. Yeah. They trust you. Like I keep getting that message and this energy in this read. I will say the spiritual abilities that you have are growing. And I feel like it's very much drawing in like more assistance. Isn't this look? Isn't the Blossom card given like the Kamehameha wave of Dragon Ball Z? Yeah, I told you they watching. Like you're very much given homing beacon. Not they're giving me so much. Seeds that were planted within you, the waiting results that are growing, that are flourishing. Very much like your ancestors. Oh, look, share the love, coming together, love, the child. They poured it all into you, like all of it. Like it's like they came through systematically. Like take that, take that, take that, take that. Like in the best possible way. This is growing within you. It's awesome. It feels amazing. It's like what opportunity beckons. It's like they absolutely knew that you would be the one to phase them out and get them out of this loop. Yeah, they knew. Ooh, and I just saw third eye chakra. So you lit up. Yo, for real though, like how the bull say face look like Claire Hux, yeah. Like all the Claires. It's really incredible. It, oh man, I know, and it's giving like with the embrace card, it's giving like the 1 million lotus petal, like the lotus of 1 million. I gotta look this up real quick because that seems so significant. Oh, it's 1,000 petal lotus. Okay, so I'm not bugging. So this crown with this and with located at the crown, the cranium. I mean, Sarah Shara. I can't. Don't make me lie to y'all. And look, it's 1,000 petals of different colors. And so it's given Pocahontas, can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Like, this is how tapped in somebody is. Okay, so look, it says often referred to as a 1,000 petal lotus. It is said to be one of the most subtle chakras in the system, relating to pure consciousness. Like, that's what I mean. You're tapped into like the pure. Oh, I can't even get my words around it. It's like it's a lot that okay. And from this chakra, that all other chakras emanate. When a yogi is able to what? Okay, when a yogi is able to raise their kundalini energy of consciousness up to this point, the state of Nirvikalpa Shamha. I know I'm butchering it. I know, but at least I tried. At least I tried. They don't have phonetical breakdown on Wiki. They should though. So that's what's happening. You're going through a Kundalini ascension. Like, I feel like that makes sense. Again, when we were talking about the harnessing of personal energy, abstaining from intercourse and using our precious prana willy nilly and all of those things, like it really has supercharged. And so for some of you, this could be your first Kundalini awakening. Others of you, this could be the rise of the secondary serpent. Right back. So this is pretty cool. That's why this was given Kamehameha energy, because it definitely has like that serpentine sort of tail. That's cool. I am no expert in Hinduism and the studies of all of that, but I do my best to learn, right? And disseminate what it is I learn. But I use a high level of intuition with this. And so it makes me feel, yeah, like the mastering the lower energy vortexes, right? But now, like just the awakening, right? The ascension, the energy, it's finally moving beyond the solar plexus. It's moving. You know what I mean? It's taking all of this amassing of this vital prana, because that's really what this is given, um, to elevate, to get into these higher vortexes, these higher chakras. It's really neat. It's really, really neat. Like, I'm not y'all parent, but I am feeling a sense of parental pride when it comes to this inner work. A lot of feels. But this is really beautiful energy. Look, and there's the solar plex. See what I mean? Like, it had to get through, like, the oscillation. And again, I talked to you guys a lot about, the heart chakra having upper and lower, and so that unification. See the heart here on the embrace card, right? Right. Like, now it could spread. Now it could finish rising, and like, you've unlocked the treasure chest within with fulfillment of wishes. Yeah, man. So you now wield a sword of truth, okay? Your own sword of truth. Because I saw it twice really quickly, okay? So be mindful with your words, even more so than what you were, because what you say will grow, okay? So like I said, use affirmations, do the thing, stay high vibe. Didn't I say neon sign, patience? But that's that sword of truth. That's the temperance card, traditional tarot, Archangel Michael energy, So it's healing or slaying. Understand that, okay? So speak life, speak rejuvenation, speak recovery, speak love, grow love, pour love into all things, all areas. Power. And look, there's crown chakra again. Crown chakra, Liddy. They're finally working together. Look at these two colors here. Look at the two colors there, or partnerships and alliance. There has been some sort of harmonizing, some sort of balancing. Again, you have all the tools now, okay? We are not at the kiddie table at Thanksgiving, no more. As a matter of fact, you are no longer showing up, metaphorically speaking, to other people's tables. You now have your own table and all your own tools to get it done. Do you understand? That's what I'm getting here. Look at the balance card. You got your wings, and not only did you get your wings, these puppies are turning purple, like tapped in. That's why it's so important to be balanced, to not get, I mean, listen, we all know it's the good versus evil, right? That's the given. That's the biggest, that we can just start with that, right? We know that. We understand that there are just agents of chaos, but chaos is necessary in the universe. It's not for us to comprehend how it works, but it is acceptance thereof. Evil will not be tolerated, okay? But everything else just falls into polarity, into the beautiful duality of existence. It's like, for those of you who took physics, I did not, but I love learning about it. Matter versus antimatter, the visible realm, scope, and then the invisible. Think about all those nebulas that we see images of. Those are not visible with the naked eye, but through different lenses, they're able to see what's in that spectrum when you have the right tool, when you have the right lens. Then they could come in and layer them together. Next thing you know, you're like, golly, it's a big cosmic crab. So now you got your lenses. Look, that beautiful spiritual union. I told you it's all about you. It's inside, baby. It's inside. Oh, maybe that's just confirmation because I've been wanting to combine these two decks. I have been, but my OCD will not allow me because of storage. I don't actually have OCD, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close. And whomever I'm speaking with, you know that anything that has been disruptive in your life didn't serve you. In order to get to this place where you are now, a lot of things had to go, including parts of you, right? None of us are perfect. Let me tell you, I speak to you guys from a place of being very human, never from a place of having it all figured out, because I don't. I just try to do my best every day. Not always successful. So, let us sojourn. Very much a test of will. But look, now look at you. You got that sword of truth. I want you to know that it is not a joke. I also feel like, again, a reminder that these spiritual energies will be coming towards you, okay? You now fit some aspect of a bridge. There is rest and rejuvenation, very much giving forth swords, okay? Minor hermit energy. I know this says rest and rejuvenate, but in your meditation, there's a high level of spiritual receptivity. And here's this energy of you being this bridge, obstacles and challenges. See this spans, this connection for this sort of plasmic style energy. See all the orbs coming along. Yeah. You're definitely going to help people cross over, okay? I don't think that's a primary thing, but I do feel like it is important. Yeah. They like, yeah, you're gonna be directing them towards the light. Listen, I'm not here to tell you what that means. Don't mean ain't my business. But you might want to learn about some things. But I definitely feel I also see the energy of you being able to free people from their torment. Please have some very good spiritual hygiene practices because this is for some of you, you have healing hands. So when you lay hands on people, you pick stuff, okay? So pay attention. All of it feels very introductory. But just remember going forward that no matter what situation arise, or what no matter what situation that may arise, I should say, always take a moment to check with the divine. You've been very good with that so far. And kudos for that because it's very easy to be like, I know what I'm doing, da, 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 and big headed. No, that's not what you've been doing. So much love on that. Continue. Continue. No matter what the season, no matter what the weather, whether it seems like a good day, a sunny day. No, always take a moment to check in with the divine. It'll be so much easier navigating any obstacle and or challenge. The countdown's on with this though. We have 1 here, right? But we have 6, 5, 4. So there is this. Yeah. Especially dealing with energies like this. Always take a moment to reflect, to tap in, talk to the divine. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because remember, we saw that energy of the tying ceremony. Some of y'all really are committed. Like you got a halo, or I definitely see wings, but there's something between this partnership with you and the divine. Like truly. Like the bull dressed like a monk, okay? There will be opposing energies that will come toward you trying to make you doubt yourself. That is the primary reason why you must always take a moment to meditate, to commune with source. Because I see this sort of challenge of these familiar spirits here. So be aware of that. Oh, you're very welcome. Because remember, listen, this is interesting because the devil just showed. Where's the light card? There we go. Because remember, just because he's a fallen angel does not negate that he is an angel. So there is the energy of false light. You will be tested. Not every orb you see is friendly, so to speak. There's something about that. All right. You know who gives you power and authority. You know where your abilities come from. You know how you got there. Remember that. Very important. Yeah, especially with this medium shit. Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, it's a lot. But that's coming directly from, okay? It's a very strong gift you have. It really is. Very, very strong. Mindful of these spirits, especially dealing with the dead. And if you are a Christian, and I mean a full believer, not lukewarm or nothing like that, and I am not poking, but Christians believe the dead are conscious of nothing. So remember that. So if that is your foundation, do not entertain that, okay? They're bringing me reference of Solomon and how he had authority to utilize those energies, those spirits, do his bidding, to utilize the people by command to whom they inhabited. Okay? Very, very important to remember these things. I'm going to pick these up. All right. I like these cards. They're calmer. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking about pancakes. Like, what's up with that? Oh, if you got an ancestor and again, if that is your practice, if that is your belief, and they were a fan of, what's that, pancakes? Man, they want some pancakes. Some of you need to, no, let me put it this way. For my lucid dreamers, right? Work with it. Be more diligent about the practice. Okay? And if you're weighing on any heavy decision, any important decision, they really do want you to spend some time in like a daydreamy state. Like, what if allow your mind to show you a glimpse, if you will? It will. Whoever I'm talking to, it will. For some of you, it's definitely pertaining to a relationship and its longevity, if there is longevity to that connection. If I'm not mistaken, Neptune just moved into Aries, and you can utilize that transit because you want to use your imagination. Aries rules the head. Okay, so you could definitely utilize this transit to help you just not even manifest, because I would be weary about that unless, but if you really want a like glimpse, that's really what I'm getting, like a little sneak peek of what that would look like. You could definitely do that. See, look, this is the card they were showing me. Okay, opportunity beckons, success and growth. I feel like I'm talking to someone who's very much um weary, nervous, uncertain about the trajectory of something. This would be perfect for you to, and I actually think this is the phase that we're in the moon as well. Use that. Use that. Okay? Clarity of belief. Yeah. Some of you, this is a reconciliation, and that's where this uncertainty comes from. That's only what I'm feeling. For some of you, this is whether or not someone has actually changed. Will it grow? Will it develop into something? Or will it be the same repetitive pattern? And does your future prospects in terms of romantic opportunity lead you to a different direction? But go ahead, try it. And this daydream really does need to involve a little balance, okay? Various aspects of life. How long have we been on? Really? That seems not correct, but I guess it could. No, that's not right. I'm like, there's no way. They're messing with me. And thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate you very much. Please hit that like button. It helps the algorithm, helps the people, let them know that we are actually real and we're not bots and Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, trying to build, been just trying to build. That's all you can do. Wow, beautiful chance right now to manifest. This is opportunity beckons, manifest. That seems pretty self-explanatory. I know, I was wrapping up. I already know, I was wrapping up. How's my papa? I mean, that seems really, really self-explanatory. Especially like right now, most of the country is like sitting somewhere, you know, relaxed, free time for the first time in God knows how long. Utilize that space, that time, that void of winter to manifest what it is you want to see come in. Because look, there's clarity of belief, and then there's the Fool, right? So, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. I will do this again very soon. I appreciate you. Bye.